Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're heading up to beautiful Sand Bay Beach Resort in Sturgeon Bay. These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, 33 years ago, I came up to Door County to meet Dale Stroschein at Sand Bay Beach Resort. And I'll tell you what, over the last 33 years, Dale has put some of the biggest fish we've ever caught on the show on our program, and that includes northern pike, smallmouth bass, and walleyes. And I want to mention this is our 34th year fishing together, and I love Sand Bay Beach Resort, by the way, folks. But Dale, it is always a pleasure to get back in the boat, and this is trophy walleye time.
You got that right, John. Ben, has it been that long?
Yeah,
That's hard to believe.
Years. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, over all those years, Dale, you and I have had some great trips. But Sand Bay Beach Resort, Sturgeon Bay, this is the place to come in May for big walleyes.
You got that right. Big walleyes, and let's not forget, one of the most sought after fish probably today are those big giant smallmouths.
Yeah, well, it's great to be here, buddy. And who's our guest with us today?
We've got Dave Olson, so he's out of Wacky, Wisconsin. Dave's one of my guides, and Dave's along today to help us put some of these big fish in the boat.
We're gonna have fun.
All right, man.
Hey folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this. So it's that time of year where I'm using all kinds of two-stroke stuff, especially my chainsaw. And besides the regular synthetic engine oil, the most exciting thing for me 25 years ago is this Sabre two-stroke synthetic oil. 100-to-1 mix, period. This is exactly a gallon right here, keeping it very simple, of course. You mix it, it doesn't matter if your machine is calling for 50-to-1, 75-to-1, 100-to-1, it doesn't matter. One mix for everything, it's going to literally work for everything. AMSOIL makes it a lot easier. Also, their new app just makes it easy to plug in all of your different machines, find what you want, the proper stuff comes up, you can order it. That's more simple as well. Gotta love that.
There's more to explore. Pairing best-in-class Humminbird Explore fish finders with Mega Live 2 live sonar is the simplest way to see it all. Zero in on the best place for a bite with more precision and more underwater detail. Then, when it's time to cast, see more real-time views of fish, structure, and your lure. If you want to stay more connected to the moments that matter, you need Explore and Mega Live 2, only from Humminbird.
Hey, welcome back, folks. Hey, Dale, we finally connected, huh, buddy?
Yeah, no kidding, John.
Well, I gotta be honest with the folks. You know, we fished a couple of hours. Big fish?
You know, the great thing about coming up here is normally when you get one, it's worth your while. So you got to work for them, John.
Oh,
John.
That's the cool thing about this one. Oh, look at that walleye. That is awesome. Great way to start the day, Dale Stroschein. Wow. And you know, buddy, that is the whole thing about fishing over here in Door County. You put your work in, you're going to get a bite. You got a chance at a trophy fish every time, don't you?
Yes, you do, John.
That was on what?
That was on just a hair jig again.
Yeah, and that has been a killer bait. You've used that for several years.
Yeah.
Look at that beautiful walleye, Dale. No, but seriously, you know, we know that coming in, and you're right. If there's anywhere in the world to get your personal best walleye, it is Sturgeon Bay.
This is definitely in your top 5.
Yeah, and that was in how deep of water?
About 24.
24 feet. Gorgeous fish, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave, good hit, buddy?
A really good one. He smoked it.
Yeah, what are you using?
Well, I switched to the hair jig after Dale set us off there. So,
well, that hair jig has been awesome up here. Oh, look at this side. Look at this walleye, folks. And nice job there, Dave. That's a beautiful fish. And Dale, are these unusually big, or is that about the average?
Yeah, these are nice. These are nice size, John. We'll see definitely bigger. But right now, after our start this morning, I'm pretty excited.
I am too. That's 2 in 5 minutes right there, folks.
Bam, bam.
Yeah, that is a gorgeous walleye. And if you're telling me that that's average, but I've fished up with you here with you for a lot of years, and that is about average for the spring.
Yeah, and what I wanted to say, you know, when you come to Sturgeon Bay and you fish these fisheries, it's so easy to miss a bite, unfortunately, because they're going to be 4 here, 3 there. So that's why it's really important to cover spots very thoroughly, and you can't be so dependent here on grafts, because I've seen guys come in graft spots when we're catching 2 or 3 fish on a spot, and you're just not going to mark those a lot of times with the grafts. So make sure you do your due diligence on each spot.
That's 2 bites in 2 minutes, isn't it, Dale?
Yeah, and I mean, I'll tell you what, that one I lost before
was a big
I
fish.
would have loved to seen that one, because honestly, I came back on it and never felt any. I mean, I thought I was snagged. This guy's good. This guy's good, Dave.
Oh yeah, look at that walleye. I mean, these are just awesome, beautiful fish.
Yeah, it's another nice fish, John.
It really is. But you were saying, you know, the weather can have more of an effect than the time of day.
Yeah, this weather's got them obviously off a little bit. You know, and that's not uncommon to see them either go one way or the other. And unfortunately, I mean, Dave and I have fished together this spring, a number of times. I mean, we've lost 6 fish today.
And
so,
I got to tell the folks, it's definitely the hair jig, not the plastic, that's working, right?
Yeah.
So I should be switching.
Yes. This is a nice fish. Very nice fish.
Yeah, beautiful walleye.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. All Pflueger fishing combos are 15% off. Reliable, smooth, and ready for your next trip. Hurry in. Sale ends May 10th.
I'll tell you what, folks, day 2 of our big walleye adventure up at Sand Bay Beach Resort. This morning dawn, and we've got 4-foot waves out here, 25 to 40 mile an hour winds out of the west-northwest. But that never stops Dale. The only question I have for Dale is, can you catch fish in these conditions?
Yes, these are actually ideal. You know, I've always said, when you've got wind, it's your best friend, you know, but this is a little almost unmanageable, but good thing we're in the boat we're in, because it'll take this all day long, John.
Well, those big old waves don't bother Vinny. Vinny, hold on there, buddy. Hold on.
I gotta get by, John.
Okay, Dale, come on.
Stay with him, Vinny.
Get through, Vinny. Keep a tight line on him, Vinny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that toad. Look at the size of that walleye there, Vinny. That's a beautiful fish there, my friend. Hey, I'm proud of you keeping your balance.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a struggle, but we're getting it done.
Boy, did he ever eat that too, Dale. That's a good sign. But you know, this is fishing in tough conditions, Vinny. But we've been on this spot for how long?
The toughest.
Literally a minute.
Yeah.
Nice job there, pal.
Look at that.
And that was on the hair jig, huh?
Yes, sir.
What was the hit like, Vinny?
He smacked it pretty good.
Did he?
Yeah. Yep.
Hold him out, buddy.
Right?
First walleye of the windy day.
Beautiful, right? Nice fish.
I'll tell you what, folks, when you look at those waves crashing into the rocks like that, I wonder why Dale picks a spot like this. But you like the wind-blown shores, huh, Dale?
Definitely, John. I mean, the wind is always your friend, you know, I mean, within reason, because the wind blows the bait in up on the shoreline, so any of the wind-blown shorelines are always going to be to your advantage.
That makes sense, and we should mention Vinny caught his fish and went in. Who's our pinch hitter today?
Yeah, we got a good buddy of mine that I grew up with from the Michigan area, Jerry Cotto.
Hey, there we go, Dale. I'll tell you what, we missed a couple. This one feel pretty good?
Yeah, you know, I'm just really gun shy even to say anything.
All right. Hey, Jerry, can you get that net up there, buddy? I'll tell you what, Dale, we've waited a long time for this one today.
Well, John, as you well know, I mean, we lost a fish before. It's just all this weather. They're just not being themselves at all.
But certainly worth waiting for, folks.
Well, this one's really, I hope we get to see this one. Let's just put it that way.
It's a big fish?
Yeah, it's a good fish.
Oh, Dale, look at the size of that beautiful walleye. Yeah, that is gorgeous. And I'll tell you what, I don't care, man. 1,000 casts, I'd take 1,000 casts every day for one that big, you know? And
well, One thing, John, I'm sorry to cut you off there, but it's interesting. So Jerry had said something. He just missed a fish just prior to this one.
Right.
And I'm using a 6.2 to 1. Jerry's using a 5.2 to 1. And I talked about gear ratios. So I slowed my spin down significantly.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're just off with this weather. You know,
so slow it down when you're not getting bit.
Yeah, and this guy's cold. I mean, you can feel it. I mean, feel that, Jerry. I mean, he's like an iceberg.
Oh yeah, he is cold.
Jerry, by the way,
cold.
Nice net job,
Thank
Jerry.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You were awesome, buddy, right up there. The old Gillespie would trip if he tried to climb up there today, you know? Nice fish, Dale.
Yeah, thank you.
We were fishing Door County out of Sand Bay Beach Resort, a 2.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 3.5 hours from Chicago, and 4 hours from Minneapolis.
I've heard lawyers say, your job as the lawyer is to read the books, know the law, make the arguments. You can't get emotionally invested with your client. To do this job well, you have to. You have to get emotionally invested with your client. You have to connect with your client as a human being, or it never will be as authentic and real as it needs to be. We as trial lawyers, we owe that to our clients. We owe it to ourselves, and we owe it to our community to tell their story. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
Are they finally turning on?
I don't know if they're turning on as much as we've got the right speed, and this is a valuable lesson, John, on when you get out and you're doing something that you typically do, you know, you got to always change it up. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to credit Jerry on this one because I thought I was kind of going pretty slow.
Yeah.
And obviously we were going too fast. You know, again, he had that 5.2 to 1, and just so people understand, they're bringing in about 25 inches of line per revolution, where 6.2 to 1's bringing in around 32 inches of line per revolution.
Slow down, boys, when they're not working. Slow your presentation.
And you ask yourself, and I tell people this in my schools, you know, a lot of times we get out and we throw crankbaits, and I said, you know, we find a speed that we're normally like, and I said, be honest with yourself, you know, ask yourself how many times you slow down and try something different.
That is a chunky fish.
Yeah, another really nice looking.
That really is beautiful.
Nice looking walleye.
That has made the difference, and we've struggled, and of course we had the big win this morning, but slow down, slow down. Beautiful job. Hold them up one more time there, Dale. And by the way, do you have any openings at all?
Yes. So you just got to call the resort. Karen always, as you know, will take care of things. I've got my other guides, you know, Mark and Dave.
Yeah.
So, yep.
You'll get them out. Nice fish. Well, the wind has really laid down this afternoon. We found some hungry fish. You called up Brad after work, huh?
Well, yeah, Brad, I mean, he loves fishing, so I figured, hey, what the heck, we got to get another guy in the boat. You know, the bite's not been so good, so I figured another guy in the boat certainly wouldn't hurt.
This is not fair. We bring Brad in the boat. Is that your first cast?
First cast.
Yeah, come on, man.
I told you, Brad's a hammer,
Brad is one of the greatest anglers in Door County history.
Did I not tell you that he was one of my best anglers?
Oh, I have fished with Brad before.
Yeah.
Good fish, Brad?
Feels like a nice fish.
Oh, yeah. He never gets real excited. Oh, there we go. Beautiful walleye. And Brad was at work this morning and he got off at 2 o'clock and Dale said, let's go pick up Brad.
Brad, way to go, man.
Hey, now seriously, dude, was that your first cast of the day?
First cast of the day.
So you're going to take a cast, every cast you're going to get a bite?
I hope so.
Would that be nice?
No, Brad has worked for Dale for a long time as a guide, an ice helper, and
yes,
everything else.
Well,
and
I've always said, John, whenever I go looking for walleyes, Brad's always in the boat because he can catch them.
Hey, Dale, even a blind squirrel catches a nut, buddy.
I love it, John.
I do too.
I love it.
I slowed that retrieve down like you said, and boy, did that make a difference.
Yeah, it looks like a nice one, too.
Oh, it feels it. Excellent. Now, the key is keeping pressure on the fish, right?
Yeah, constant pressure, you know, and just let them do their thing. I see people, like I said earlier, you know, they get too excited and they fight through the fight.
Okay, now am I going to need to get back
yeah,
there?
You're going to have to maybe go back by Jerry a little bit.
Yeah.
Jerry will have to reel up. He's coming left.
Jerry,
here.
get out of here. This is a big fish. He took me completely around the boat there, Dale.
I see that, John.
There we go, buddy. I'll tell you what, folks. There, you can cast for 2 days, and when you get one of these, the 2 days is worth it.
Oh, is that a big fish, John? Wait till you see the size of this.
Look at him, Dale.
Oh, John, that is a 30 plus.
Is that real? Oh, there we go, Dale Stroschein.
Oh, John.
Holy cow.
30 plus. That's a.
No, like I said, folks, you can cast for 2 days. You get one white like that, it is totally worth it. This is a trophy fishery up here, and big fish. Thank you, my friend.
Oh, John, I'll tell you
34 years of fishing together, I still get so excited when I get a bite like that. How big is that fish?
That's a big fish. It's a long. It's a spawned out female, so, but it's a long fish.
Yeah, that is exciting. And I'll tell you the key to the whole day today, folks. We were fishing too fast.
Yeah.
You slow down. I put a 1/4 ounce jig on, and that made a difference.
Yeah, huge difference.
Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2026 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Mike Yonke of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He caught a 17-inch crappie in Iowa using a plastic. Keith Cole of DeForest caught a 24-inch largemouth bass in Florida using a Ned rig, a 9-pounder. Brian Sigel of Greenleaf, Wisconsin caught a 14 7/8-inch perch in Sturgeon Bay using a minnow, a personal best. Daniel Fleiston of Sheboygan caught this 34-inch steelhead in a Manitowoc County stream using a bead. Now on to our youth winners with Gentry Mielsen of Mequon. Caught a 19-inch largemouth bass weighing 5.5 pounds using a mega bass jerkbait. And Riley Pucker of Waukesha caught this 36.25-inch brown trout in the Milwaukee Harbor using a golden shiner, a personal best.
There's one.
Brad's on.
The money man. That's what I call Brad, Jill.
Yeah.
The guy's a great stick.
I was just saying we're doing. I was hoping Brad wasn't the kiss of death, you know, because that was his first cast, and as you all know, many of times we refer to that as the kiss of death.
No, I'm all, every time Brad's in our boat, man. He does.
Look at this, look at this.
Oh, yeah, that is a, don't lose this fish. And I love how clear the water is up here, folks. Yeah. That is a beautiful walleye, Brad. Well done, buddy.
Oh, that's a heavy one there, Brad. B. Good job.
Brad, what happened on that one, buddy?
That one caught me by surprise a little bit.
Now, a lot of times they'll bite when the jig is falling, and a lot of times they'll pin it on the bottom.
Yeah, that was one where I watched the line actually twitch.
Jump.
Yeah.
That's a good sign when they're aggressive.
So when they jump the line, what they're doing is they're flaring their gills, sucking in that volume of water, and then they turn with that jig, and you're getting that line to jump. So that typically comes when they're a little more aggressive. If they tail up and pin it to the bottom, then they're a little less aggressive.
Hold that up, buddy. I mean, do it the other way, this way, yeah.
There you go.
What is that called, horizontal?
Yeah, horizontal.
Yeah, there you go.
Horizontal.
Hey, Brad, seriously though, man, you get to fish a lot up here. Tell the folks, it's a great trophy walleye fishery.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of big fish.
What is that, Dale? 26, 27?
Yeah, it's right in that range. Yep.
Beautiful.
Fish.
It's getting to be pretty hot fishing, isn't it, my friend?
Yeah, well.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know, we went through that cold yesterday and the big waves this morning. We slowed down and calmed down. And
well, you know, I've always said they don't have the luxury of running to Fleet Farm and getting some long skivvies. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Is this another good? They're all big fish. That's
I'll tell you what, I mean, anytime you can get this size of fish, you know, when they start getting over 24, in my book, those are that doesn't get any more fun.
Oh, look at that. That last little bit of the fight is so cool. Beautiful job in that clear water, Brad. No, I agree with you, Dale. Any fish over 24, to me, is a big fish. And for many people, the fish of a lifetime. And that's why this spring bite is so cool. And I want to mention to the folks, you know, you got a couple of weeks left to come up and do this.
Yes.
But when the walleye deal is done, the trophy smallmouth is on your platter, isn't it?
Yeah, they're already starting. I mean, I just had 4 over 5 the other day. I mean, these are all just, in my book, if this isn't fun, something you don't like fishing, because these are all just trophy fish in my book.
Trusted by Midwest families since 1955. Available at your local Fleet Farm store or online at fleetfarm.com. This week, find more fish with the Humminbird Helix 5 GPS locator featuring a crisp display and powerful sonar. Now, $299.99. Plus, stock up on Rapala crankbaits. Buy one, get one 50% off. Hurry in, sale ends May 10th.
Feel the difference in every cast, in every bite, in every moment, in every adventure, no matter the season. When everything is on the line, every memory you make, feel the difference.
You know, folks, the great thing about staying at Sand Bay Beach Resort is we like to get the guys together in the morning and have a nice breakfast. And you know what I love for breakfast is Johnsonville fully cooked breakfast sausages. Now, this is 100% cuts of premium pork. They got some great spices in there. And the beauty of these is you can throw them in the microwave for 30 seconds and they're done. I like to put them on a grill. I like to get them a little dark and just right. Serve them with some scrambled eggs and toast, and you're good to go. All right, Dale.
Well, you know, when you get them a little dark like that, John, you get a nice little texture to it.
Ooh, yeah. Well,
you know the answer.
Yeah, the problem
when
is,
it's
though,
a Johnsonville product, it's always the best.
Hey, folks, look for Johnsonville fully cooked breakfast sausage at your favorite retailer today.
Dale's on.
I can't believe when you get hot up there. But I was going to say, folks, that Dale has guided out here for 40 years, and you get just as excited when you get a bite now than you did 40 years ago, right?
Yeah, it doesn't change, John. I mean, matter of fact, I think I've got it worse today than I had it when I started.
And that's infectious when you have customers out, because you teach them too, don't you?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's what you should be doing as a guide.
Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful that fish is. There you go, Dale. Hey, you know what? I woke up this morning, buddy.
Yeah.
I saw that wind howling.
Oh.
We got out here. Some of those waves were 4 feet, weren't they?
Oh, 5, over 5.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And you know what you've taught me over the years? Stick-to-itiveness, you know? Hang in there, and eventually it's going to happen, right?
So one thing I'm going to mention real quick, if you look, see where this fish is caught?
Right.
That's a present bite. So what that means is they follow the jig, they'll tail up, they pin the jig to the bottom, and then when you go to move your jig, you're pulling them under the jaw. That's that weight you feel.
Okay.
And that's how they will be hooked. You'll see them hooked like that all the time.
There's one.
Fish right under the boat.
Yeah. Comes out for a half a day and catches a lot of fish, right, Brad? Oh, here he's coming. He hit close to the boat, Brad?
Oh, Brad, that looks
That's the thumper, boys. That's the thumper. What do you think it is, Brad? Have you seen him?
Looks like a pike from the quick glimpse I got of him. Oh, he's right here.
I'll tell you what, that's another thing about Door County, folks.
Yeah,
you got a pike, they're usually pretty nice.
Yeah,
how'd that one hit you? Did it hit different than a walleye?
Thankfully, had him right in the hinge here, you know, because otherwise we're running a light enough fluorocarbon leader, he would have got cut right off.
Multi-species expert?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. Well done, buddy. Hey, Jerry! What did you just say to me?
We're stinking it up back here, John.
No, we're not, buddy. I've caught one and you've caught one now. I hope. Oh, no. Get him, guys. Get him. Wow.
Oh,
hey, Dale?
Jerry, that's a good one.
Jerry, can you believe this? So, I mean, we struggled this morning, buddy. You know, you do a lot of walleye fishing up here. Have you gotten some big ones?
Yeah, I have. Biggest fish is about 12 and a half pounds. So,
no
yeah,
kidding.
Yeah.
And you and Dale went to school together?
No, we grew up together.
Grew up together.
Yes. There you go.
But wouldn't you say that if folks want to catch a trophy fish, this is the destination?
Oh, it is. And, it's not a numbers game most of the time, but I tell you what, the quality up here is phenomenal.
It's mind-blowing.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, folks, if you're coming up to Door County, the place to stay is Sand Bay Beach Resort. We call it Door County's fishing headquarters, and Dale and his wife Karen run the place. They've got a great beach there. The rooms are beautiful. They've got an indoor pool. It really is a marvelous place to stay. Also, right now, Karen is running midweek specials, so all you got to do is go to wackywalleye.com, check those specials out, and in the summer, bring your family up. The beach is beautiful. He's got in-ground fire pits. It's just a wonderful place to be. This is the doctor putting on the clinic, isn't it, Jerry?
It is, it sure
I mean, it's just impressive to watch. You know that? He is so good. Would you smile at the camera?
Yeah. Well, I hear you. The problem is I just kind of watch him once in a while to see if he's coming up. This one's staying down nice, Brad. So.
That fish took him all the way to this side of the boat.
Oh, he's just got a lot of energy.
Yeah, he does. Catching one on a jigging minnow or a jig or a hair jig, that's the way to do it. And they do fight.
And the great thing is, we're right in front of my resort.
I know we are. Dale, I want to go have some Johnsonvilles. You just keep catching fish. Another big one?
Yeah, well, this is a good one.
Oh yeah, another beauty. What a day of fishing, folks. Look at the build on that
he's
one.
28.
Yeah, but the build, I mean, if you caught that 2 weeks ago, it'd be, 11 pounds, 10 pounds, wouldn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yep, that is amazing. Hey, buddy, thank you so much. A thrill to get out here, and even if you didn't catch any, just to see them. That's how impressive they are.
Oh, right?
Well done.
Dale Stroschein guides all of Green Bay on a daily basis. For more information, give Dale a call. That phone number is 920-743-5731, 743-5731.
They say things aren't built like they used to be. Tell that to John Johnson, the craftsman behind Recon Boats. He and his small team make each boat by hand, maintaining the highest standards. Every shred of fiberglass, every stitch of upholstery, every latch, hinge, and switch. It's all in the details, which is why the angler is at the forefront of the design philosophy for every Recon boat. Recon Boats, made by craftsmen, built for fishermen.
I'll tell you what, folks, if you want a trophy walleye or trophy smallmouth, Sand Bay Beach Resort is the place to come. Cool thing about Dale's guide service, he's got all the rods and reels, all the baits, he'll teach you how to catch them. And Dale, you do have some openings, right?
Yeah, we got openings, so, between myself, Mark, and Dave, just give my wife Karen a call at the resort and she'll get you guys booked in.
And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. I know you provide all the rods and reels and equipment.
Oh.